So let's get back to daycare now. We left off talking about how, stay away from the judges.
Yeah.
And insulate yourself with the parents that sort of are like-minded. Now let's talk about how you can find a spot, because we know in certain cities it is hyper competitive.
Oh yeah. You gotta be like a hunter.
Yes.
A hunter. Put on your hunter. And I would start to, the lengths that one will go to find a spot. What's important to remember is there's discretion. And you know that now that you've been around for a little bit as a parent, you learn how things work.
Right.
Well, when it comes to finding a daycare spot, you don't have time. So you need to get out there and rally the resources. And the first place I always go is to other parents.
Yeah,
parents
they know stuff.
Know everything. Like really the ones that you trust, they really know everything more than the experts will ever know, because they're there right there in the trenches. So talk to other parents, again, whose values are similar to yours.
Yes.
And second, be charming. Now is the time to be charming.
Turn it on.
Turn it on, because of the discretion on waiting lists. It does matter if you've got two parents. If you're the daycare provider and you've got two parents, one is like rah, 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 and others like, hey, I know you've got a really big challenge ahead of you. How can I increase the probability that I'm going to find a spot? And often they'll say, listen, I don't focus on this every day. Check in with me every 2 weeks. Be the person that calls and says, hey, you might not have an answer, I'm ready to go when you are. In our neighborhood, we have an extraordinary place that's very difficult to get into. And one of the other parents was like finger wagging, I'm not playing that game, I don't want to play that game, there should be a waiting list, there should be a ...
Yeah.
Well, there isn't. There's discretion. And so there is and I'm not talking about being manipulative or bribing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about being the best customer that they could hope to have to be included in that facility. So that's really, really important. The third thing I'd say about finding a spot is go in knowing that you're making trade-offs.
Right.
So you're making trade-offs in terms of the care that they might receive. You're making, not safety, but whether or not the ratio is 1 to 5 or 1 to 20 in a larger facility, whatever it is. I went in when I was looking for Abby to this day home. She would have been a perfect candidate for that TV show called Hoarders. It was like, I can't even stay in this. And then she talked about what she was going to serve the kids, and she said, I make a lot of soup. And I could see this line of cans in the corner. I thought, no, I can't do it. So that was outside of my comfort zone. But know that there are going to be trade-offs to the cost and to the service. I had this one tweet comment about spare no expense when it comes to the care for your child, and I don't agree.
Okay.
Because really, like, if you've got to make a choice between care that's going to completely obliterate you financially and care that's safe, okay, it's fine. I'm a believer in it's going to be fine.